All right, let's get it. Question of the day. Why do most people feel stuck in life even when they're doing everything right? All right, let's think about this. So, why do most people feel stuck even when they're doing the right thing? This is a great question because this is exactly how I feel right now, how I've been feeling. I can relate to this perfectly. So, there's a lot of things you can do in life that can be right to your standards, right? You can work hard at a task, whether that's like eating healthy, for example, or being good in the gym, or maybe you just want to be a good baseball player. Like it's up to you what is good. Now, when you're doing the things that are right to you, you still might feel stuck because you might not know what your next chapter is. You might not know what your next achievement is going to be, what your next chapter, I like to say seasons, right? You never know what your next season is going to be in your life, right? For me, I'm always trying to figure out what is this thing I'm going to do when I grow up? What am I going to do for work? You ask your kids, what is it that you want to do when you grow up? And they always say like police officer or firefighter, whatever. I still ask myself this all the time because I feel like I haven't found my thing that is driving me every day, that I'm like, okay, I'm going to get up and I'm going to do this, whether I make money, whether I help myself, really. Like I want to do something that helps me help other people. And you could be doing everything right. You could be being nice to your spouse. You could be being a good father, mother. You could be eating the right foods. You could be doing all these things that might make you be like, yeah, I'm living the best version of myself. But you might not be applying yourself to the actual thing that you want to achieve, right? And this is how I feel often. And I kind of want to break down these barriers to kind of not make you feel like you're doing everything right, but you're still stuck. Because really, this problem here isn't correlating, right? Like you doing the right things and still feeling stuck aren't actually one and one. They're not the things that are directly attributing to each other, right? So let me break that down. You can have a lot of things that you're doing right, and you might not see exactly what it's doing for you, but it's moving you in the right direction. Let me give you a great example. I have recently been working very hard on my nutrition, on my lifting, on just general health habits. Right, something I haven't done is hardcore in the past, in the last couple of years. I still feel just as much lost as I ever have when it comes to a career path. But me getting after it every day, setting these strict routines for myself, having discipline, not missing days, counting every calorie, whatever it is, it's setting me up for what is to come. Because one of these days something is going to come and I'm going to be like, this is the thing that I want to do. Oh, this might not bring me money. This might not always bring me joy, but this is the thing that's going to make me who I want to be one day. This is what I want to do when I grow up, right? So let me be more clear. You should always practice doing the things the best you can. Sometimes everything isn't going to be clear on what is stuck and what isn't stuck, right? Just because you don't have an exact vision of what the next 10 years look like doesn't mean you can't win now. You can't win the days. You can win every day if you do the things that you know you need to do to the best of your ability. And that's what I've been practicing, and that's what I think everyone should try and practice. It's going to sound silly, but hear me out. I've been stuck for a couple years now, 3 to 5 years of like really trying to figure out what it is I want to grind on, I want to get in this life. What I've spent the most time on in the last 3 years has been, like I said, my health, my W-2, my career. I've been studying my butt off in my field. I've been working relationships in my life. I've been, like I said, running, working out, trying to have better systems at home. I've been trying to make sure I do laundry every day because we have a big family. Every day I come home, I do a load of laundry. That sounds ridiculous, but that weight that it's taken off of our family has allowed me to have more time and peace at the end of the day, to come together with my thoughts and focus on myself. And that, see, like, that's something that you don't necessarily think when you're like, oh, what do I want to do? Why am I stuck in life? What am I going to do? That is just going through your head at rapid fire, and you're not like, you don't have time to actually like sit there and meditate and think about it. But by implementing these small things over time of me optimizing the laundry routine, drinking a lot of water every day, okay, like if I just add something every week, oh, I'm going to make sure I get at least 120 ounces of water from now on. Over time, you're going to stack all of these good things, and life is just going to be a little bit clearer to you. Things that go through my mind today didn't go through my mind a year ago. And that's because I've implemented all these systems so that when it comes time for the end of the night, when the kids go to bed and I'm sitting there with my 1 hour before I go to bed because I wake up super early so I can get all my stuff in, that last hour of the day, I like to call my power hour, is the most critical thing I have to succeed the next day, the next week, the next month. It's when I'm able to really think about what it is that is important to me and what I value. Something I like to think about when I get distracted during that time of day is if I'm watching, like say I'm watching a TV show or playing a video game. If it's that important to me that I want to do it at night during that time, I can do it in the morning. Like I just tell myself, if this is this important right now, I'll just do it in the morning. So it kind of trained myself to realize, well, I usually wake up and I want to go work out, or I want to go accomplish something. I want to get to, I have a bunch of stuff I want to do before I go to work. I got a lot of things I got to get done. My mind isn't like, oh, let me go watch a TV show real quick. So again, I'm just trying to shape perspective on like really getting in tune with the small things in life. A lot of times when we feel stuck, we just are going through the motions of that thought process. Like, oh, my life's chaotic. Let me go get a Wendy's cheeseburger. I don't know. I'm stuck, and I'm gonna go swipe my credit card, and maybe things will be clearer tomorrow. Like maybe for some people, but you really have to like lock in on the small things. Is my biggest advice when it comes to feeling stuck, is focus on what you can control and optimize and systematize your small daily routines. All right, so let me get to the closing thoughts of this system and what exactly I would do, like actionable steps. I would stop thinking about what it is I'm going to do 10 years from now, 5 years from now. Unless it's like a true career goal, like unless you're like, oh, I want to be a doctor. Well, then if you already know that, you shouldn't feel stuck, because you should be able to identify those smaller steps to get to the next level, whether you have to go to school, whether you have to study more for some certification. If you truly just don't know where you're going and you feel completely stuck, the thing that has worked the best for me is optimizing one thing at a time. Today, you need to identify something that you are already doing, but not to the greatest ability that you can, and start winning on that one thing. That is something that you do every day, whether, like I said earlier, laundry, meal prepping, working out every day. You need to start becoming somebody who wins every single day. You have to be able to get in the mindset that you are self-sufficient, capable, and disciplined. Once you start stacking those things on a weekly, daily basis, and you can start adding these things in your life that you can succeed in consistently, you will become more in line with the future of where you're going. Things will come to you. It will be more clear on what you want to achieve in life, because you'll have more doors open. You'll have more time. You'll have more clarity on what's actually important to you. So that is my take on when you're feeling stuck, but you feel like you're doing all the right things, slowing down and analyzing what things are you actually doing well. What are you actually doing as good as you think you're doing? Or are you just feeding into this negativity that's in the world often of the good person doesn't win, everyone's winning but you can't succeed. Don't let that happen. Just lock in on a small subset of things and get to work. Thanks for checking out the first day. Let's get it tomorrow.